It's Friday. Welcome to Vibe for 5 Friday, guys. You already know what time it is. And of course, you are here with the 5D Life Coach. If you're just joining me, I don't know where you've been. I don't know where you have been. But if you are just joining me, hit the subscribe button because we don't need you missing in action again. Okay, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button in advance. I guarantee you're gonna like this. You're gonna like the vibes. You're gonna like how you feel after this. I mean, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. If not, what's your cash? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You have everybody on here talking about, I don't like it. It is a, what they say, recession around here, so I better not play like that. All right, tuck those cash apps back in your pocket and your phones or whatever. But I hope you are having an amazing day. It's the Friday. We're wrapping up this week. You know, I hope you didn't have too many circumstances that knocked you off balance a little bit. I hope you didn't have too many people to take you out of your character. I hope every room you walked in, you showed up as yourself. You know, there's room for you. You know, this world was made for you. It's a place for you here. So when you show up, I don't care what room you're in and what type of people you think they are all human beings. So when you show up, you talk the same way, act the same way, walk the same way, be you, okay? If you think something is wrong with the way you act or you talk or whatever, don't let it be just when you get in another room with another person. Make those changes for yourself. Do that on your own, okay? It's okay. All right. Negative and positive balances are a part of life anyway. You know, we take the hit, we regroup, and we get back to work. You guys already know this. Okay. What I want to talk about today is, you know, I brought up the recession and all that type of stuff. Inflation's high. I hear a lot of people talking about their plans are not going quite as well as they wanted them to. You know, a lot of people talk to me about that. I coach people who always come to me and they're like, nothing's working out. It just isn't right. Or whatever. Life keeps throwing me, curveballs, and that happens. But what I want to stop and say to you guys today, okay, I don't know, we have athletes out there, baseball players, softball players. I played softball from the age of 7 to 21, and I was actually a pitcher, okay? When people say that thing, life threw me a curveball, I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Okay, when they say life is hard. Do you know that curveballs can be strikes too? Do you know that you can knock curveballs out of the park too? It may not have been the pitch that you were expecting, okay? Well, in the end, it still came across the plate. So you knock it out just the same. You know, there's several different types of pitches. That don't necessarily make it bad. That means it's just different from what you expected, okay? So you got to be ready for anything because you have to remember, the plans we have for ourselves, whew, oh my God, you'll be disappointed every time because that's not God's plan for us all the time. Okay, it's not. And when you get that curveball thrown in there to you, it could be better than the ball that you were expecting, better than that fastball straight across the plate or whatever. All right, so we have to get used to the curveballs as well. They're not always bad. That curveball could be the one you're gonna knock out the park to, you know, where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to be. So I just want people to be mindful of that. You know, curveballs got all that negative energy behind it, and people use that all the time. Man, that's a strike too. It's not necessarily a ball. So you do what you have to do. You might have to switch your plans up a little bit. You know, sometimes we have everything mapped out. We know how this is going to happen. We know how our lives are going to end up. We know that's the person we wanted to marry. We know this is the business we wanted. We know that's how it's supposed to go or whatever. You know? No, that's not it, man. It's not our plan. But you just have to keep on playing your game no matter what. You keep playing hard no matter what. You keep working hard no matter what. Don't let anything take you off of your game. Because if you're sitting there waiting on that same pitch forever, you're going to be sitting there standing still. You know how many times I struck people out as a pitcher where they standing right there waiting for that ball just to come right across the plate. And, you know, for some reason, you know, my ball curves a little bit too. I don't know how I did it, but it did. You know, some reason that ball just curved right across that plate and they're just sitting there looking stuck. And you don't want to find yourself stuck in life waiting for how you think things are supposed to be, because that's not it. And you should have learned that by now, okay? We've lived this life long enough. Even at age 8, you learn that things are not going to always go your way. You know, even from a young age, we learned these lessons. So I want you to be prepared. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Do not be so hard on yourself. That little change in your life, you might have to change up the plan and go a little different route than, you know, what you expected. But man, that route is taking you exactly where you're supposed to go. Every time I'm getting tongue-tied, I got a thick tongue or something. Jesus. All right? So, you know, be patient, work hard, believe in yourself, because you are created to be whatever you're created to be. You're created to fulfill that purpose. All right, just stay on that route. Stay on that route. Now, if it changes and whatever, a fork in the road comes and it may be a different route. I didn't expect this fork in the road. And you have to choose a different way to go. Just choose wisely. All right? Take your calculated risk. Think about the things that you need to think about, and make a decision. A lot of times we are indecisive as well. So make a decision at the end of the day. Just make a decision to be great. Make a decision to walk in your purpose. Make a decision to be happy. Make a decision to live in peace no matter what. Do not sell yourself short. Do not devalue yourself for people, places, opportunities, situations. Always be you, okay? When you have situations come in and you think you may have to devalue yourself or, play down or dim your light just to go that route or whatever, no. You never have to do that. That means that isn't the place for you. That isn't the route for you. That isn't the person for you, okay? So you always play at the top of your game and be prepared for anything. And I promise you, whatever is meant for you, it's already there. It's already there. You just have to keep going. Man, that curveball will probably be the best strike of your life. All right? Just take a hit. All right? And of course, you guys know what just happened to you. You just got stroked up. Bye.